Hey guys, this is JY from Cryptonium, and I'll be going through the top 3 most popular passive income sites, namely Celsius, Blockfi and Nexo. So I'll be going through each of them individually and also briefly describe what each of the platform offers. So I'll start with Celsius. These are the international rates for holding your crypto in their platform, and this is their USA rates. So what I want you to take notice is the Bitcoin rates. It is at 6.2% in kind only for US citizens, compared to 4.51 in the international rates. As for the other coins, it's the same rates for international and US. So next we have their loyalty tiers. So if you hold a certain percentage of your holdings in Celsius in their native platform token, CEL, you will get to enjoy bonus interest rates and also get to have discounts for their loans. Next, we'll talk about the withdrawal. There is no fees and there's a minimum amount of $1. As for withdrawals above 50,000 US dollar, it is processed manually and can take up to 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on the time zone. And there's a 150,000 US dollar limit per 24 hours. Next up, we'll talk about their loans. So the interest rates in pink, are paid in CEL. So you repay the loan in their CEL token, and the rates in blue are in kind. So for example, if you borrow USDC, you have to pay back in USDC, and of course it's at a higher rate. As for the loan to value ratio, there are 3, namely 25%, 33%, 50%. So the more collateral you have compared to the amount of loan you take up, you will have lower interest rates, as you can see. And there's many coins that you can have as collateral, and you can only borrow like fiat or stable coins that's for Celsius. And there's a minimum amount of 500 USD for their Celsius loans, with a term of up to 6 to 12 to 24 to 36 months, and you can't repay them immediately. Next, we have their business model. So they are mainly a lending business, whereby they take the coins deposited by users to lend out to other customers, such as businesses, hedge funds, institutional traders, exchanges, and also to retail customers. And these businesses have up to 150% collateral, so there's not much worry whether they will default on their loans. Next, we have Blockfi. This is their interest rates, and they only offer a few coins. Do note that their stance on digital currency is that it's not legal tender yet, and they are not to be blamed if there were to be any mishandling of the funds. And also, the interest accounts are available in most countries except for New York in United States. Next, we have the withdrawal. So they have one free crypto withdrawal per calendar month and one free stablecoin withdrawal per calendar month. So other than that, if you were to keep on withdrawing, these are the rates for the withdrawal, the fees, and the limits. Next up, we have their loans. So they also offer 20%, 35%, and 50% loan to value ratio. And do note that the 20% loan to value ratio is only eligible for Bitcoin backed loans, meaning that you have to hold Bitcoin as your collateral, as 20% of the collateral, and it's only up to 20k US dollars. And these are the interest rates plus the origination fee. So you have to pay both the interest rates and the origination fee. So Blockfi's business model is similar also, whereby they keeps the digital assets deposited by users to purchase equities and also regulated futures. So they take your money to earn more money. And also they delve into lending activities in the institutional market. So they lend out money to businesses for them to expand. Next we have Nexo. This is the interest rates for earning on the Nexo platform. And these are the interests with 10% holdings Nexo, meaning that you have to hold 10% of your holdings in their Nexo token, which is their platform token. If not, it is, if I'm not wrong, the stablecoins is less 2%, so meaning 8%, and as for the other coins, it's less 1%, meaning for Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's 5%. However, if you were to choose to be paid out in Nexo, you will get an additional 2% bonus on the interest rates. Next, we have the withdrawal. These are the minimum amount that you can withdraw from Nexo, and there is 0 fees. As for their loans, there's a minimum amount of $10 for stablecoin and $500 for bank transfers. Their interest rates are slightly high, with at 5.9% APR if you stake at least 10% of your holdings in Nexo. Otherwise, it's 11.9%. And they offer flexible repayments and automatic approval, meaning that you do not have to go through many layers of paperwork to get your approval for your loans. And you can pay them back in any time frame that you want. Their business model is namely being a lending institution and also decentralized finance, whereby they offer loans that are automatically approved based on their algorithm. So at a glance, we can compare these three sites, and the payout for each platform. Celsius is weekly, Blockfi is monthly every start of the month, and Nexo is daily, so they compound daily. Yeah, and the custodians for these various platforms are Fireblock, Prime Trust, Gemini, which is a very trusted exchange, BitGo, and Lloyds in London. As for withdrawal fees, they offer free withdrawal except for Blockfi after the 1 free per month. As for each of the best rates for different coins, I have summarized them into a table. For Bitcoin, only in US the Celsius offers the best rates. Other than that, you would be wise to go to Blockfi or Nexo. As for Ethereum, Celsius has the best rates, and for Link, Nexo has the best rates. For stablecoins, Celsius has the best rates, and Fiat, Nexo has the best rates. And if you're interested into gold, which they offer in a coin called PEXG, you can deposit them in Blockfi or Nexo for the best rates. So personally, I have my Bitcoin in Blockfi, my Ethereum in Celsius, and my Link in Nexo. So what I'm trying to do is to diversify the risk of the platforms being hacked or whether businesses go bankrupt, and this really reduces the risk levels on my funds, on my passive income funds. So the golden rule is to not put all your eggs in one basket, and to not just pick one platform where you put all your funds in, and then if you were to meet into any unforeseen circumstances, you might lose all your funds. Thus, to really just reduce that, you just diversify and use all the platforms, however, spread out the different kinds of funds you want to allocate to each platform. Yeah. So if you find this video useful, and if you have anything that you want me to go through, I will be glad to if you were to comment on what you would like to see, and also leave a like and subscribe if this video is helpful to you. For the PowerPoint slides, if you want it To be available, you can drop me a text or drop me a PM, and I will send you a link to the platform. Thank you.